The world you see around you is not a single fixed reality. It is an infinite film made of overlapping possibilities, and at every moment, you are choosing one frame of that film to experience. Once you realize this, your consciousness begins to expand. You stop seeing life as something that has to happen this way and start perceiving it as a vast ocean of possibilities that changes according to the vibration you choose right now. We often believe reality comes from the outside, but in truth, it is created through observation. Reality takes shape only when consciousness interacts with it. It is not a solid thing. It is a mirror that reflects the exact tone of your inner state. Think about it. The same day can feel like a curse to one person and a miracle to another. The difference lies entirely in the frequency of their awareness. What they believe and expect determines the scene that unfolds. Transurfing teaches that this mechanism of choice is always active. Every thought, every emotion, every attitude is a selection command, and the universe responds instantly by aligning the external scene to that signal. Reality is not a movie that plays on its own. Each time you move the frame of your perception, the entire picture adjusts. If you focus on fear and lack, the story brings fearful characters. If you focus on gratitude and harmony, new people and opportunities appear. The essence of reality is not struggle, it is choice. Instead of fighting the world, choose the frequency of being that you prefer. That single act is far more powerful than any effort to control. Life flows in the direction of your belief. Reality becomes whatever angle you decide to look from. Everything vibrates. Thoughts, emotions, sound, light, and consciousness itself, all are frequencies of energy. Your mind emits its own vibration, and it automatically connects with realities of the same tone. Transurfing says, don't chase what you want, tune to it. When your inner frequency matches the vibration of what you desire, it must appear in your world. If you long for abundance yet feel poor inside, you send out the vibration of lack, and the universe faithfully mirrors it. But if you can feel abundant, even before anything changes, you call in the vibration of wealth and peace. This is not mere positive thinking. It is an energetic alignment. When your thoughts, emotions, words, and actions all move together as one wave, reality responds without resistance. The universe listens not to your words, but to your true vibration. You can say, I'm fine, yet still broadcast fear, and life will echo that fear back to you. But when the silent frequency of peace hums inside you, life begins to reflect that harmony in everything you see. The first step to resonance is honesty. Face your true feelings without judgment. Acknowledge them, breathe through them, and then gently choose a higher vibration. Gratitude, love, assurance. The moment you shift your inner frequency, the outer world quietly rearranges itself around you. You don't pull reality through effort, you invite it through resonance. One of the most powerful concepts in transurfing is the pendulum. A pendulum is a collective field of energy created by human thought and emotion. It feeds on attention. Every movement that provokes mass reaction, fear-driven media, political conflict, social outrage, is sustained by pendulums that crave energy. They want you emotional, reactive, and drained. The moment you lose awareness, you are caught in their swing. You begin to fight other people's battles to defend ideas that were never truly yours. Your energy is consumed, and you feel exhausted without knowing why. But there is a secret. Pendulums lose their power when you see them. The instant you recognize what they are, you are no longer part of their rhythm. You rise above their vibration, becoming the calm observer. Do not fight them. That only strengthens their pull. Do not fear them. That feeds them. Simply notice and withdraw your attention. Indifference, not resistance, dissolves their influence. This awareness, is freedom. Even when the world around you is loud and chaotic, you can remain centered, untouched by the swing of collective emotion. Your life stops being a reaction to noise and becomes a deliberate creation of peace. The waves of the world will always move, but you can become the still point at their center. Intention is the true engine of change. It is not a wish. It is a conscious declaration of direction. It is the moment when you stop asking and start choosing. Most people live in the vibration of wanting. They hope, they desire, they wait, but wanting carries the signal of absence. Intention, by contrast, carries the frequency of already having. When you set an intention, you are not forcing reality. You are selecting one possibility from the infinite field and allowing it to unfold. You are saying to the universe, "This is my chosen reality, and I permit it to exist." From that point on, invisible forces begin to move. People appear, paths open, timing adjusts. Reality starts bending quietly toward the path you declared. The secret of intention is calm certainty, not tension, not control. Declare your choice once, and then trust. The universe heard you the first time. Intention is the language of the universe. When you say, "It is so," the universe replies, "Then so be it." The universe thrives on balance. Whenever you hold something as too important, you disturb that balance, and tension arises. In transurfing, this tension is called excess potential. When you cling to a goal, "I must succeed, I can't lose, it has to happen," you send out a vibration of fear and attachment. Reality reacts by creating obstacles to restore equilibrium. Have you noticed how the more you chase something, the further it seems to run? That is the law of balance at work. The moment you relax and say, "It's wonderful if it happens, and it's fine if it doesn't," your energy becomes light, and the flow resumes. Freedom invites harmony. Space invites new energy. Letting go of importance does not mean giving up. It means releasing resistance, allowing the natural intelligence of life to assist you. Attachment closes the door. Trust leaves it wide open. Reality is a perfect mirror. It does not judge, analyze, or choose sides. It simply reflects the vibration you project. When you look into an ordinary mirror, you understand an obvious rule. You cannot frown and expect the reflection to smile. Reality functions the same way. Whatever emotional tone you hold inside becomes the color of your external world. If you live with frustration, you attract more circumstances that justify frustration. If you live with gratitude, life multiplies the reasons to be grateful. The mirror of life is astonishingly obedient, but it responds with a slight delay. That delay is what deceives most people. They react to what they already see, forgetting that what they see is merely an echo of what they felt yesterday. The wise learn to create instead of react. They smile first, even when nothing around them seems worthy of it, because they know the mirror must soon follow their new expression. Reality never fails to deliver. It only waits for clarity. When your emotional state stabilizes in peace and assurance, your reflection becomes peaceful, stable, and luminous. The outer world is not happening to you. It is happening from you. Transurfing speaks of two forms of intention, inner and outer. Understanding the difference between them changes everything. Inner intention is the force of personal effort. It says, "I will push until I get what I want." It fights, controls, manipulates, and insists. Sometimes it succeeds, but often it exhausts. Outer intention is the higher current that flows through life itself. It says, "Reality cooperates with me because we are not separate." It works through synchronicities, intuition, and graceful timing. Imagine steering a sailboat. Inner intention is the hand that sets the sail. Outer intention is the wind that carries it. Without the wind, The boat hardly moves. Without your hand, it drifts aimlessly. Only when both act together does effortless motion appear. To cultivate outer intention, you must first trust. Trust that the universe is intelligent. Trust that when your direction is clear and your energy calm, life itself begins to assist you. Every person you meet, every coincidence, every closed door is part of the choreography that your intention has already set in motion. The universe is not against you. It is waiting for your cooperation. When you set the direction with inner intention, the universe opens the path with outer intention. Reality is far softer than it appears. It only seems solid because you keep telling the same story about it. But the moment your perception changes, the structure begins to melt and rearrange. In dreams, we accept that the environment responds instantly to thought. Mountains shift, doors appear, people transform. Nothing is fixed. The same principle operates here, only slower, denser, more stable. Physical reality is simply a slower dream governed by collective agreement. When you awaken within this shared dream, you gain creative mobility. You stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and begin asking, "What vibration within me invited this?" This is not about denial or escapism. It is about authorship. You are the lucid dreamer of waking life. Every belief you hold acts as a line of code shaping the scenery around you. To treat life like a dream is not to ignore it. It is to engage it with wonder and gentleness. Fear stiffens the dream. Awareness softens it. Play with it. Experiment. Change your inner dialogue and watch the texture of events begin to shift. Reality is not a prison. It is a responsive canvas that listens to your imagination. Transurfing is not only theory, it is practice, a daily art of awareness. To live it, you must remember a few eternal principles. 1. Choose clearly. Know what reality line you wish to experience. Vagueness produces mixed signals. Clarity opens the exact corridor you want. 2. Feel it now. The emotional vibration of your desired state must exist before it arrives. You cannot receive what you do not broadcast. 3rd, release control. Do not micromanage the process. Set the intention, then relax into the flow. The universe rearranges faster when you stop interfering. 4. Stay aware. Observe your thoughts as if watching clouds pass. Awareness alone dissolves the weight of negative patterns. 5. Live in gratitude. Gratitude locks you into a higher frequency where everything multiplies in grace. When you live this way, the extraordinary becomes ordinary. Coincidences turn into communication. Delays reveal divine timing, and challenges become mirrors inviting deeper mastery. The purpose of life is not to control the movie, but to remember you are the light projecting it. Conclusion. You are the architect of reality. Reality transurfing is not about manipulating the universe. It is about remembering your creative role within it. The world is not fixed, and you are not small. Every thought you think is a brushstroke on the canvas of existence. When you choose a vibration of calm confidence, you invite harmony. When you choose love, you summon connection. When you choose gratitude, you open invisible doors. Reality listens. It always has. You are not a passenger in life's vehicle. You are the navigator of infinite routes.